The old Sea Dogs representing the UK. He's moments away from the finish line. However, his auto steering has completely gone. His hand steering isn't working in his favor, and he's having to use his oars in every which way possible to get him across the line. Alan Fortain, the old Sea Dogs, has rowed all the way unsupported from the Canaries to right here in the Caribbean, across the Atlantic Ocean for 3,000 miles from San Sebastian de La Gomera all the way here to English Harbour. He's just shouting airborne. Warm welcome to everybody watching. Thank you so much. I can see all your messages of support coming in. He's battled the headwinds. The headwinds are taking over. He's taking a moment to pause. He's going to get it back around. I'm Charlotte, coming to you live, as I say, from English Harbour in Antigua and Barbuda, and the finish line is right here next to us. This is the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025. This is the old Sea Dogs, our last team to arrive in this year's race. He's already seeing all the support up on the fort. Usually the rowers have the fort behind them as they come in, but as I say, Alan's steering hasn't done him any justice, but he's bringing it around. The final arrival for the 2025 race edition. Over there where you can see the masts, that's Nelson's dockyard. That's where he's aiming for. Soon to welcome this extraordinary solo adventurer who has just, or is just about, to complete one of the world's most challenging endurance events. Ooh. Ah. Yes. Powering himself along.
Hard on the right hand.
Okay, now he's digging in with both oars. You can feel the power of the headwind. He's already been through enough. Fought seasickness in the earlies. Autopilot failures have been carrying him along. Communication blackouts. He had some crazy communication issues along the way. And even a capsize. Pure grit, guts and determination has kept these oars moving in the direction of Antigua, and he's here now to tell us all about it as soon as he gets his feet onto dry land. Alan Fortain, 67 years of age, had not only Christmas and New Year on the ocean, but also his birthday exactly 3 weeks ago. And tomorrow's your anniversary. Stop it. Oh, you're going to make us cry now, Alan. Oh, look at that. Tomorrow's his anniversary. And then it's Valentine's Day. I mean, it just keeps giving, doesn't it? He's still got energy to talk to us. He's been singing along the way as well. Who let the dogs out? Cheers and horns and celebrations up on the fort. He's making a direct line now for the finish line. Finish line is between two boys right there in front of him, a red boy and a green boy, working those oars expertly. Wow. He's an ocean rower, former Army, airborne and commando. We heard him shouting airborne earlier. He can see his supporters up there on the fort, with more than 35 years of service. And he's no stranger to endurance challenges either. He completed a solo John O'Groats to Land's End bike ride 7 years ago at age 60. Wow. I guess that disciplined military background has lent itself to the sustained hardship and methodical problem solving that he's needed to complete these adventures. His purpose His aim was to raise awareness and funds for a cause deeply personal to him, and the charity is the Guide Dogs for the Blind Association, which was inspired by his grandmother's experience with sight loss and the independence that guide dogs give. And he is powering it with his right hand against those headwinds that really want to take him across English Harbour, but he's not having any of it. He's got every single bit of power behind him now. There's no engine, there's no sail. This is pure human powered rowing across an Atlantic. What an arrival. And he's moments away. Look, the boy's just there. As soon as he passes that green buoy, the flare will go on the fort behind us. 59 days of non-stop rowing here. 3,000 miles, solo and unsupported. Alan has done it. We can hear the flare. It's right there. Did you win? Yes, you did, Alan. You absolutely won. Oh, amazing. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. You have just witnessed Alan Fortain of the Old Sea Dogs rowing across the Atlantic, 3,000 miles from the Canaries to the Caribbean. How incredible was that? For the UK, in fact, for Leicester is in the house. So if anybody's from Leicester, give us a little comment. Send in your messages of support. In his boat, Rory. Amazing. Absolute champion of strength to the end. You're not wrong. What a legend. No engine, no sail, no support boat. Repeated autopilot failures. I mean, even right there to the very end. Manual steering battles. His rudder seemed to do its own little thing. Wow. Communication outages, sat phones intermittent, Starlink unavailable there at times as well. Constant navigation, safety procedures, and keeping watch while all on your own. I mean, what an absolute legend. What an absolute legend. Launched on the 14th of December 2025 from San Sebastian de la Gomera in the Canaries, to arrive 59 days later. What's he got there? Is that a tennis ball? It's a tennis ball with a little face on it. 59 days of ocean rowing, 3,000 miles across the Atlantic. Phenomenal. And you might have heard earlier, Alan is the last boat to arrive in the race this year. It's constant rowing, it's non-stop. And when they're not rowing and they're sleeping or they're eating, they set their navigation to take them in the direction of the finish line and then get back on the oars again to keep powering across. Absolutely amazing. Shouting "Oggy, oggy, oggy" on the port. His response, "Oi, oi, oi." He gave us some of that as well as he was coming around the headland. 43 teams officially started the race this year, representing 20 countries. Fleet includes solos, pairs, trios, and fours. Alan coming in as the last rower. Yes, Alan! You won, Alan!
Yes, Alan!
You won! Absolutely, he won. Keep your messages of support coming in, everybody. Lovely to have you here live with us. The 42nd team to arrive.
You rode 3,000 miles! Welcome to Antigua! Welcome to Athena! 3,000 miles!
What a wonderful moment for Alan. And his flare finish. Alan Fortain, the old Sea Dogs, has arrived after 59 days of rowing across the Atlantic. Wow. Okay, so we'll get Alan out of these winds. He's going to row himself in to Nelson's Dockyard, where we will meet him shortly. Take a few minutes. We'll put up a holding screen. So stick around, don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a drink so you can celebrate with Alan as he steps his feet onto dry land for the first time in all these weeks at sea. Celebration incoming. We look forward to seeing you back here shortly. Thanks for watching so far. Welcome back to the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025 for the arrival of the old Sea Dogs, Alan Fortain, coming in to Nelson's Dockyard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year's last boat makes the noise, give it up for the old Sea Dogs!
Coming in
Last 20 meters!
with the support.
That's the end to the World Toughest Row 2025 with the arrival of the old Sea Dogs.
With the support of fleet members raising the flares for the final arrival. Incredible effort there from Alan Fortain, powering into crazy headwinds.
And here he is!
Majority of the fleet this year experienced the difficult early trade wind conditions and the confused seas.
What a ride in here for Alan. Headwinds all the way into the entrance of English Harbour and to the finish line, but he made it here safe and sound, and now here. So let's give it up for Alan Fortain!
Absolutely amazing. Headed out into some serious conditions. Came in to serious conditions.
3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Now here, the second arrival today, and what a day it's been. Representing the United Kingdom, Alan, aka the old Sea Dogs. Alan, here, come on. So, ladies and gentlemen, last boat in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025. Are we ready to see Alan step on land? Then you need to make some noise. Are we ready to see Alan step on land? Welcome to Antigua! And we got a big surprise here. Alan Stoller is here. Alan didn't know about this. She's here. She will be on the plane 17:25 today. But Alan just made it in time to be gathered once again with his daughter, wife, and family and loved ones. What a way to finish the World Cup Atlantic 2025. Headwinds all the way into the entrance to the finish line. There was a point where Alan, he was heading out again, but he turned the boat around, the steering completely gone. But here he is, emotional scenes as he sees loved ones and also fellow ocean rowers still here in Antigua, marking the end of what had been an incredible race started December 14th last year. Now here with the last boat, boat number 42, 42nd arrival into Antigua. Giving a big hug to Ingrid here, who came in earlier this morning, even a selfie before it's time to go to the airport. Brother's daughter and Natalie. But Alan, it's time to step onto the podium.
Oh, amazing. Lots of hugs with the fleet
Which
there.
can be slightly wobbly after many, many days on the ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, what we all just witnessed here today was the arrival of the old Sea Dogs representing the United Kingdom. Alan came in strong, no steering whatsoever, headwinds, but here he is. He started his journey last year in La Gomera in the World Cup Atlantic 2025. Now here, safe and sound, after 59 days, 5 hours and 14 minutes. Alan is just saying he wanted to break 60 days, and you did under 6 days. We still have some hours to give up. Can you hear fellow Finnish officer for the World Cup Show handing over a certificate of achievement and a gift back to Alan? And then once again, make some noise, a big applause. Give it up for Alan, the old Sea Dog. Alan, what a ride we have had. You're coming in today, marking the finish of the World Cup Show Atlantic 2025. When you crossed the finish line, I think you were shouting, "Did I win?" You did win, and you won together with 43 other teams, 114 rowers, 42 of the boats arrived here safe and sound in Antigua, and 111 rowers. The most important thing in this year's race is all rowers made it back safe on dry land, and you are a perfect way to finish the race was seeing you over the finish line shouting, "Did I win?" You did. Another applause for Alan and the old Sea Dogs. So the feeling, first of all, I simply need to know, because we are not in a hurry, but your daughter have a flight to catch. It's a surprise for you. She's here. I gotta go, she says. Tell us the feeling when you saw her.
I thought it was a mum. so yeah, it surprised me. But yeah, I was saying to my wife and the other people today, yesterday I didn't know how I was going to be able to cope with meeting people today. You know, it was like doing solitary confinement for 60 days. I've only done solitary once for 30 days, so 60 made it different. But then I seen two Antiguan fishermen yesterday, about 30 miles out, come and had a quick chat with me. And when I spoke to them, it was like speaking to Martians, and I was doing it all in sign language. I rowed boat. They speak English, don't they? You know, but that's what it does to your head. And I made some great friends on the boat. My auto tiller, AT, right? My 3 hats, right? One's called Taff, one's called Michelle, and the other one's called Danielle. So, you know, how can you be talking to inanimate objects? You've got to talk to somebody to keep yourself sane, right? And you've got to be sane to do this, haven't you?
Well said, Alan, and a big applause for that. So many highs and lows out there. Almost 60 days on the ocean, and like you say, you can feel lonely out there, and it's difficult to talk to people. I can say, not only did they speak English, the two fishermen you saw, one of them did the World Toughest Row in 2017. Nico, he was on board, so he knows exactly what you mean when you show this. You know, you're rowing. So being separated from family, loved ones for almost 60 days, and now seeing them, you're back on land now. Anyone sitting out there thinking about doing an adventure, regardless of age, what would you tell them?
Life is an adventure, right? You do what you can, when you can, because you can, right? And that is it. Other people, a lot of people can't do it. These 143 rowers, right? We can do it, and we did do it.
Yes, my G!
Well said, indeed you did. And ladies and gentlemen, you saw it all here live at Nielsen Stockyard, or from home over our live streaming. The old Sea Dogs, represented by Alan, after 59 days, 5 hours and 14 minutes, marking the finish of what has been the greatest race ever, the World Toughest Row Atlantic 2025. Let's give Alan a big, big hip hip hooray. Alan, hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Well done, Alan. We're doing a live interview now with Charlotte. After that, we weigh you, take after photos, and then more time, maybe a few minutes with your daughter as well. And then it's all about food and drinks. To the public here, thank you so much for coming down. To all the yachts, all the horns throughout the last 6 weeks, 5 weeks. It's been incredible. And for now, over to Charlotte, and then I have a few words to Charlotte afterwards.
Come on down here, Alan, join me. There you are.
We got you sunglasses.
No,
Just a little bit, yeah.
it's very steady. This is not a pontoon. But don't worry, you'll get your land legs back soon enough. Wow, I tell you what, you were coming in there. I didn't think you were going to make it for a minute there. But you know what you did that really astonished me? Is you made jokes the whole way. Absolute. And I see your daughter has that as well. She clearly gets that from you. Yeah. So you, the enormity of this challenge, Alan. When did it set in?
I don't know. I think I'm probably about a week into it when I realised that the 4 years of prep got me ready physically and mentally, but it didn't get me ready for the equipment. That I didn't realise how important certain bits of equipment were that I had, dare I say, neglected to a degree. You know, I was just old school soldiering, just trusting on me to get across, where actually you've got to rely on every bit of help you can get. Mm-hmm. That's when it hit me how difficult it was going to be.
And how did you deal with those technical challenges?
Went to sleep.
You went to sleep. Is that a Leicester thing?
Yeah.
Got family that say that. When things get difficult, have a nap. I love it. So you've said it's your anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And Valentine's Day on Saturday.
Yeah.
What plans have you got with your wife?
I better ask her.
She's made them all. Yeah. Hopefully not too many, and you can just enjoy land for a little bit longer. Yeah. So you've got friends, family, everybody there watching from back home. What would you like to say to them?
Thanks for all your support. You know, I was getting messages this morning. I did something I've never done. I bought roaming for my phone at 8 o'clock this morning. I was getting messages in, and the amount of messages I was getting from all over the world was incredible, from friends, family, and from some strangers.
Ah, that's because you're awesome, I heard over my left shoulder. Yes, you are. Oh, lovely. Anything else you would like to say to anybody in particular? Lots of great messages coming in.
My mate Jeff, my late mate Jeff. There he is on the boat. His ashes.
Is that the tennis ball?
That's his head, and that's his ashes. So I did it solo, but Jeff did it with me. And without Jeff, I had some serious conversations with him.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
Thank you for seeing Alan across. Yeah. And now you're in Antigua. Enjoy dry land, enjoy some yummy food and all the luxuries that land has to offer. Is there anything in particular looking forward to?
fully loaded burger, chips, and a pint.
Oh, we've got it all. We've got it all. Enjoy it. Happy
Thank
anniversary.
you. Thank you very much.
While we wait, Alan here, I also need to mention it's his anniversary tomorrow. Him and his wife, anniversary tomorrow, the day after we have Valentine's Day or in the weekend. It's all love here at the Dockyard. Last vote in. Thank you so much. The World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2025 is now over, and we are on to the Pacific just around the corner in June.
Hey, Carsten.
Hey there. It's, where do you want to point? I want to have this in the
Okay,
background.
let's have that. There you go. How is it? How was that? That was quite something.
Crazy morning, crazy morning. 2 boats in, lots of drama this morning with Hansel and Gretel, but and they need a little assistance, but they still took the world record for being the oldest mixed pair, as they did make it to land. I'm happy about that, and to see Alan in and to see him screaming at the finish line is just incredible. The entire fleet this year, there's been a lot of camaraderie, and it's been a thrill to be part of. 43 boats started their journey in La Gomera on December 14th. 42 of them made it to Antigua. 114 rowers started their journey. 111 of them made it to Antigua, but all 114 rowers back on dry land, safe and sound, and that really means something for me. And now you can hear my voice will crack because it's been 5 weeks with a lot of emotions and drama. Basically, you get everything within the World's Toughest Row. Already now I'm looking forward to the next one, starting in Monterey in June for the Pacific. But this year has really been good. Fast race, under 60 days with this amount of teams. That's well done to all the teams. Can't wait to celebrate them in London at the Mayfair Hotel for the prize giving April 17th. That will be a big one. But also a big thank you to all the followers back home, around the world, to the rowers in their home country now, to all the yards here, the national park, government, basically all our friends and big World's Toughest Row family around the world, and specifically obviously in La Gomera and here in Antigua. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Carsten.
Great. Happy to see you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing. What an incredible edition it's been. Carsten said it all. There's nothing really more to say. Extraordinary arrivals, teams that inspire beyond. I don't think I'm ever going to row an ocean, but my goodness, they make you feel like you can, don't they? So we'll see you when the row continues in the summer. World's Toughest Row Pacific from California to Kauai in June. Race start will be in June, so you can, as he says, follow along our socials. We'll keep you updated with what that looks like. And in the meantime, may you discover your own oceans, and may you go out and row them in whatever way you choose is going to work for you and your dreams. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for being here with us.